Hi everybody, Keith Bryant here from USA Judo, and welcome to the October edition of USA Judo CEO video blog. October is a busy month for judo in America, and so let's just jump right in with some of the upcoming events taking place this month. And I want to point out the Try Judo for Free initiative in conjunction with World Judo Day at the end of this month, honoring Jigoro Kano and his birthday. This year's promotional theme is friendship, and that comes down from the International Judo Federation. And the Try Judo for Free initiative is one that you might be familiar with, that we do 3 times a year, in February around President's Day weekend, also June with Olympic Day, and now World Judo Day in October. So to date, I think we have over 50 USA Judo clubs that are participating in this event. If you're interested, you can contact Corinne Shigemoto at the email at the bottom of the screen here. And the concept is very simple. Open up your doors to people in your community to try judo for free. So I'd encourage you, USA Judo clubs, or really any dojo across America, to participate in this initiative. And as we can continue to build the recognition 3 times a year, hopefully we'll continue to promote judo in the United States. So looking into November, we also have a big weekend down in Irving, Texas, the weekend of November 17th and 18th. The 17th will be that Saturday, and we'll have the Dallas Invitational at the Irving Convention Center, followed by the USA Judo President's Cup on that Sunday. And you may recall we're giving a more emphasis to military, law enforcement, fire service, first responders as part of the national championship that's within the President's Cup. So encourage, if you're in any of those categories, please sign up now, and our goal is to have 100 participants from those communities participate at President's Cup. The other thing is Saturday night after the Dallas Invitational, we'll have our annual assembly at the Las Colinas Marriott, which is just down the road, a couple blocks from the Irving Convention Center. And that's a chance for you to hear from our board president, Mark Hill, myself, and be able to ask questions that you may have about the state of USA Judo, and have some good interaction with the board and myself to learn more about what's going on with your organization. So as we approach the end of 2018, we also have a USA Judo election for board directors, and all of the information is on the USA Judo website and the elections page, and nominations are now being accepted. Voter registration is now being accepted. There's forms on there that you can complete and send to the email address that's linked at the bottom of that form. So make sure that you do that. And there are 5 positions that are going to be up for election at the end of this year for the board, and the first is the at-large director position. So from the USA Judo membership, people can nominate folks that will be reviewed by the nominating committee. They will narrow it down based on how many candidates or nominees there are, and put that to the USA Judo board, who will make that final decision after interviewing those candidates. The athlete director, so from within the elite athletes is defined by the USA Judo bylaws. So essentially elite able-bodied and Paralympic athletes that have competed in top competitions over the last 10 years or been on the roster for the last 2 years are the ones that meet that criteria. Also, Group B and C director, so that's a position that will be selected, nominated by the Group B and C members, and then decided upon by that population, Group B and C organizations. And then the independent director is one that is selected by the nominating committee. And then the last one is the referee director. So that will be selected by the current referees in good standing as outlined in the bylaws, and they can nominate and then also elect that new referee director. So there's a lot of work that goes into this election process, and so the nominating committee has done great work, being led by Pete Catlos, the chair of the nominating committee. So I just want to thank Pete and all the nominating committee members for the time that they've invested already, and they will be working hard in these last couple of months to see the election through fruition. So as I mentioned, October is a very busy month for judo. We've got 3 international competitions that are coming up that I'd like to reference. The first being the Kata World Championships. That'll be October 15th and 16th in Cancun, Mexico. And then the Junior World Championships, which will be October 17th to the 21st in Nassau, Bahamas. Also, the Veterans World Championships will also be in Cancun, but October 17th to the 20th. And leading up to that Veterans World Championship, we did have a camp here in Colorado Springs just this past weekend. And Jeremy Williams had coordinated that for us with coaching from Nick Del Popolo and L.A. Smith. We had 33 veterans in attendance to that, so great showing. And there'll be 90 veteran competitors representing the United States at those World Championships. So big delegation. And just want to give best wishes on behalf of myself and USA Judo to all of our U.S. competitors at those 3 competitions, and we'll look forward to some great results from you. A few other updates to mention related to coaching certification. You may have seen now from Pat Burris and what's been on our website and such is we're now requiring concussion training. And that is something that with all of the concussion issues that are going on in sports right now, we think it's very important, encouraged by our insurance provider to make that a mandatory certification for our coaches. And so we have linked to the Center for Disease Control's Heads Up Concussion Training, which is about a 30-minute online course, so not too long, but we will need coaches to pursue that. That is going to be mandatory, so please go to the USA Judo website in the coaches section. You'll find the link to the CDC online course. Some other things I want to point out that are taking place across the country. First, a partnership that we've had with USA Boxing and with Beautiful Fighter, one of our new partners, and we're supporting children and their families in Ronald McDonald houses across America. And so it's part of the Face the Fight and Win tour that we're going to be doing in every state across the USA leading up to 2020. And it just got kicked off in Chicago recently, where we had 4 members of the Menominee Judo Club that went and inspired the children and the families who were at the Ronald McDonald House there in Chicago. And so please, keep an eye out. Here's a photo of the 4 athletes that were there, and you'll be seeing that in social media posts and on our website. Also, a quick update on judo in schools. One of the schools in Florida I want to give a special shout out to is the True North Classical Academy, and George Finlay is the one that put that together and heads that up and had his first classes and sent us these photos that you can see. It's awesome to see some new blood, some new judoka that are on the judo mat. And so congrats to George for getting that program off and running. I also want to give special thanks to 2 of our partners, Dolomer Mats, for providing discounted mats to get these Judo in Schools programs started, and also Hatashida Sports with Leah Hatashida, and developing a single weave gi that's going to be affordable just for the Judo in Schools program, again, to make it one less barrier for people to be able to experience the great sport of Judo. And then on a sad note, a couple weeks ago, we learned of the passing of Charles Poliquin. He was the owner of Strength Sensei, one of our partners, one of our huge donors for USA Judo and other grappling sports. And Charles was always a supporter of grappling sports and elite athletes across America and across the world, for that matter. And he had a phrase that there's no point in being the richest man in the cemetery. And he really lived his life that way, and was very philanthropic with sports and causes that he was passionate about. And so we're really sorry to see him go, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the Poliquin family, and our heartfelt condolences for your loss. Well, that's it for this month. As we make the sprint towards the end of the year, there's a lot of things going on, as I've mentioned, with the upcoming international events, the election, the President's Cup and Dallas Invitational, as well as the Assembly down in Irving next month. Try Judo for free at the end of this month, membership renewals, and then also end-of-year giving campaigns that USA Judo is going to be having with some new web pages and donor interfaces. So keep an eye out for that new giving program. Please do consider USA Judo as your charitable nonprofit organization of choice as you consider your end-of-year giving. As always, I appreciate everybody's support of USA Judo, and I look forward to seeing you all in Irving next month.